It's a real pleasure to be here with you all this evening, and with, I don't know if you know about Gareth Southgate. Gareth is a fellow Crawley lad like me. I don't think any... Thank you. There's somebody from Crawley in the audience as well. It used to be that there was a list on Wikipedia of the 3 most famous people ever from Crawley. One was The Cure, the second was Gareth, and I used to be the third until Chico went on the X Factor. So I've been relegated, but Gareth's always been in the top 3, and rightly so. But tonight we're here to give out an award, and 2 very powerful words as well: integrity and impact. 2 words which carry great weight. And there were so many nominations for this award, and all of those nominations shared a really pioneering spirit. There was a time, and I'm sure Gareth feels this as well, and many of those young men who play for Gareth will know this as well. There was a time when if you voiced an opinion in sport, any sport, you'd get thrown with stick to football or stick to tennis, stick to golf, whatever it was. Stick to whatever you do, but just stop talking. Well, gladly, things are changing. From the efforts to force the release of the footballer Hakeem El Arabi to Colin Kaepernick's continued powerful voice in the United States, and the opening of the Centre for Sport, Human Rights, backed by FIFA, the IOC, and many others. Everyone who stands on stage here tonight is a worthy recipient, and it's a real privilege. I feel genuinely honoured to be here to hand out the Integrity and Impact Award, as Mark was saying, founded by Dow Jones Sports Intelligence. And the recipient tonight really has epitomised the role of a high-profile athlete who's willing to speak out. In America, we all know, don't know, there's a long history there of athlete activism. Some of the greatest names in sport have been willing to take a stance over the years, and they've used their platform, whatever that might be, to make change happen. But it's not so common here. Well, the man who's going to win the award tonight has made us all, in the media, those who work in football, all of us, I hope, in the room tonight, and everybody more generally in society, really think again. He's also encouraged many others to speak out against despicable acts of racism. It's often much easier just to stay quiet. But he is making a difference, and he's standing tall. And he's doing all this at the same time as putting in incredible performances for not only his country, but his club as well. Sports stars are thankfully finding their voice. And this young man is shouting louder than anyone else at the moment. And Gareth, here is the award winner.
Yes, the recipient of the Integrity and Impact Award, founded by Dow Jones Sporting Intelligence, is a young man who it's been a pleasure to see grow, take responsibility. We've talked a lot about the impact you can have beyond the game, and he's certainly having that impact in wider society. I can only add that I'm proud he's one of ours. The winner is Raheem Sterling.
I just want to say that I think for you, Raheem, you've created a conversation that has caused significant reflection and change throughout the media and beyond. Did you think that doing what you did would have such an impact?
Firstly, not initially. I thought it was just personal experiences that I was speaking on, and I didn't expect it to get so much, attention. But I just wanted to bring it to the attention of my audience that I had on my Instagram, and from there, people took up on it and took note of it, and a lot has been trying to be done from then. So it's really pleasing to see people listening and trying to do better and make a change.
I do want to ask you about that Instagram post. Can you tell us what was going through your mind that night, sitting there, writing that? Why that moment that night?
No, it wasn't in the night. It was in the morning. I slept on it a bit. Sorry. Yeah, I slept on it a bit and remember getting to training and I was kind of, disappointed with what I'd experienced the night before, and thinking back on past experiences, things that's happened to me, on personal experiences, and everything was just going through my head, and I just I had them pictures actually that I posted from a couple months back as well, saved on my phone, and it just all came to play, and I just tried to express myself in the most politest and not being rude or coming across aggressive, and that's what I tried to do that morning.
But that's what you've continued to say. You're letting your success do the talking as well, and you've been seen as a role model for your football, but now also people are looking at you. You're a role model in so many other areas and for everything that you're standing for. How is that sitting with you?
Yeah, it's going well. That's partly what happens when you're trying to do good things. You have to set examples for I keep saying younger kids than me. I'm only 24 myself, but the next generation coming through. You have to just set examples. Coming through at Liverpool, had people around me like Steven Gerrard that I looked up to, and looking at him and thinking, what can I do within myself to be half the person and player he was? And you take little things, and each year and day you try to develop and become better, not just on the field but off it as well.
Let's talk about last night. I'm glad you got the result. Yes, United fans, you could be quiet just for the moment, but can you talk us through about, because it's the most exciting title race that we have had in years, but are you viewing it like that, or is it just that, we're taking each game as it comes, but it's exciting?
It is exciting, to be fair. It's, especially before the game yesterday, it was a bit, it's any little bit of slip and you've got the Liverpool guys that can go on top of you, and you don't want that. I don't want that. I don't think anybody wants that. But so you try to do your best to make sure you win the game. But no, it's enjoyable, and it's just one of these things. This is what I became a professional football player for. Is these moments like this, and win or lose it, you're still gonna look back on it and just be grateful for these unbelievable moments.
And for you as well, the season that you are having, you're up for PFA Player of the Year. How does that feel for you to be voted by your fellow peers?
No, it's a great feeling, and I keep saying every year I come back, I try to do better and get better, and just to be recognised by your fellow professionals is a lovely feeling. But the most important thing is trying to win this league first, and everything else can wait. So yeah, that's the most important.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Raheem Sterling.
Well done.